Assalamualaikum, parents and students of PSLE 2025. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to solve a PSLE Math 2024 Paper 2 question 15. Let's take a look at the question. Rafiq cuts a large rectangular block into two smaller rectangular blocks A and B. The volume of A was 384 cubic centimeter, while that of B was 1056 cubic centimeter. The height of B was 14 cm more than that of A. The diagram is given to us. Find the height of the large rectangular block. Let's underline the keywords, circle the values, and box out the question. The first important information that we need to underline is the volume of A, 384 cubic centimeter. Second information, volume of B, 1056 cubic centimeter. Third information, height of B, 14 cm, more than that of A. We are asked to find the height of the large rectangular block. Now, students, every information that is given in a math question is important. We cannot afford to ignore any of the information. Let's take a look at the first information again. We are given the volume of A to be 384 cubic centimeter. I'm going to annotate that on my diagram. Volume of A is 384 cubic centimeter. Recall, in finding volume of cuboid, the formula that we need to have is length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. From the first information, we know the volume of cuboid A. What else do we know about cuboid A? We know the breadth, which is 4 centimeter. And looking at this formula, there are two unknowns there, the length and the height. We do not know the information for these two. Let's move on to the second information. It says volume of B was 1056 cubic centimeter. Let's label it here. Volume of B, 1056 cubic centimeter. And just like the first information, I know the volume of B, I know the breadth of B, which is 4 cm, but I do not know the length and I do not know the height. I cannot proceed to solve this question using my first two information. I'm going to use my third information then. It says the height of B was 14 cm more than that of A. Meaning to say, let me erase my annotation of volume of B. What I can do to block B is to draw dotted lines to show that the excess height in which B is 14 cm more than A. Meaning, this part of the cuboid that I shade has the same volume as cuboid A. Volume is 384 cubic centimeter. Now, look at the bottommost cuboid, which I'm going to shade in red. What do I know about the information of that red cuboid there? Breadth is 4 cm. I know the height, which is 14 cm. What else do I know about this cuboid? Well, initially, I know the volume of B, which is 1056 cubic centimeter. I can easily find the volume of the cuboid that is shaded in red by subtracting 1056 cubic centimeter by 384 cubic centimeter. So that will be my first equation. 1056 minus 384 672 cubic centimeter. The volume of the red cuboid is 672 cubic centimeter. Looking at our formula again, for the red cuboid, I know the volume, I know the breadth, I also know the height. Hence, I can find out what is the length of the red cuboid. Alternatively, since I know the height of the red cuboid, which is 14 cm, I can easily find the base area of the rectangular block, because base area is equals to length multiplied by breadth, and I can easily find the base area by dividing the volume with its height. My second equation will be finding base area is equals to volume divided by height, and that is 672 cubic centimeter divided by 14 cm. I get 48 square centimeter. Now that I know the base area of the rectangular block, what I can do now is to add up the volumes of A and B and divide it by the base area. Third equation will be the total volume of the rectangular block, which is 384 plus 1056, and that gives us 1440 cubic centimeter. Now that I know the total volume of the large rectangular block, and I know the base area of the large rectangular block, hence I can easily find the height of the large rectangular block, which is volume divided by base area. 1440 divided by 48. And that gives us 30 centimeter. I hope you find this video useful in helping you to solve a volume question. Like it, share it so that more people can benefit from it, inshallah. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.